Hi, Jessica.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Glad to be here.
All right, let's jump right into it. What is a bid and why should couples know about it?
Mhm. So, a bid is so important for couples because it's how you can get your partner's attention or have that little moment throughout the day. And there's several different kinds of bids for connection. There's a positive bid for connection. So, if you make a comment saying, like, "Ooh, look, it's sunny out," and your partner responds, they're like, "Oh, yeah, it is sunny out." That's a bid for connection because your partner was able to get their attention. There was a little moment right there. Um, there's also a missed bid for connection. So if your partner makes a comment and they don't respond back or they feel ignored, that might not seem like a significant thing in the moment, but the more that happens, it kind of plants that seed in your mind, like, why would I try to interact with my partner if I'm just met with silence? So there's a lot of those missed bids for connection that can really cause distance or some hurt within a couple. And then the last one is a failed bid for connection. So your partner reaches out saying, "Oh, look, it's sunny out." And they're like, "Would you stop talking to me? I am trying to focus on, I don't know, Facebook or whatever the case is." And your partner's like, "Oh, I was just commenting on the weather. Fine, I'll never talk to you ever again." Goes and slams the door. That's a failed bid. Doesn't really happen and doesn't cause that connection. And so it's really important for couples to recognize, ooh, is this a bid for connection? Or is my partner either verbal or nonverbal giving me these signals to connect?
Great. Well, thank you for that, Jess. It's really helpful, I think, like you're saying, to think of everything, every
Mhm,
interaction,
mhm.
every day to your partner or do around them or don't do, is really building the quality of connection between you.
Absolutely.
Happy couples are making lots of bids. And for the most part, like 80% of the time, we know statistically they're turning towards those bids and they're
Mhm.
trying to be responsive, even if you are less that it's sunny outside and you're like, well, can't they see I'm reading my newspaper here? But it is very defeating and it really feels bad as a human when you're trying to start a conversation or you're asking
Mhm.
something, or you even want to complain about something and your partner either ignores you or dismisses it, or even worse, puts you down for even trying to connect. So,
Mhm.
thank you for explaining what a bid for connection is and how it can go well, how it can go wrong. And hopefully couples who are listening to this can start to think of, again, anything that anytime they're talking, anytime they're interacting is
Mhm.
the potential bid for connection, a time to really show up and turn
Yeah.
towards your partner. And that really does build trust and connection and joy in terms of making a relationship feel right. So,
Mhm.
yes. And if couples are struggling with this, um, I know that this is a big part of your work with couples. How can they schedule with you if they're interested in say maybe working on their quality of connection and their emotional engagement in their relationship?
Yeah. And so it's important in reaching out and seeking some help because I mean it's never too late to seek some help or to do some repair work. I mean, a lot of people wait until like 5 years go by or 7 years or 10 years and so much hurt has been building up, and so it's really important to seek help or do a lot of that repair work when things happen or when you have that missed bid for connection. It can lead to a lot of resentment, or if not, it can just cause more of a negative perspective within relationships. And so, if you're struggling with any of this, or knowing what a repair, how to repair it, or to recognize like what are those bids for connection, reach out for some help. There's some great resources. You can go to our website. You can um, we can have phone consultations here, things like that, and it's very very common for people to not recognize what are these bids for connection. And I love this one because it's those little moments that really matter. It's not the big grand gestures, it's those little moments. And so I would encourage, if you're struggling, you and your partner are struggling with any kind of like those bids for connection, reach out. It's very easy to do a lot of that repair work in order to have a healthy and successful relationship. So
Great. Thank you, Jess. And you can schedule a free consultation with Jess or about her on our website at www.counselingatl.com. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Stephanie. Bye.
Bye.